Welcome to finals at the Lifes of Beach tournament. And welcome to Spanish Banks in Vancouver on the traditional, ancestral, and unceded territories of the Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh nations. You're watching Lifes of Beach presented by Vancouver Ultimate. Now, this is going to be a very interesting game here. We have definitely one of the older teams of the tournament, the veterans, experienced players, and then we have possibly one of the youngest teams here as well, filled with juniors players that played on Dino and that participated at Junior Nationals this summer. So who is going to win? The youth with their athleticism and their energy, or the veterans with their talent and experience? And it seems that the youths do strike first. So Sandosaurus strikes first, getting a quick break for their team. Now, fun fact about this game, this is one of the first games that actually started on time, which is great so that they get a full 40 minutes of Ultimate Frisbee, and the people at home get a full 40 minutes of Ultimate Frisbee as well, because this is going to be an excellent game. Both sides are going to have a lot of fun. Going to be lots of high-flying plays, lots of nice dialed-in hucks, and just good Ultimate overall. And Sandosaurus with the pull. And fielded in by Doyle. And a foul called uncontested by the Sandosaurus player. A nice movement by the cooked players there. Just able to just use that, once again, entire width of the field and just open up everything. And that's good for Ultimate Frisbee. We're seeing a little bit of strategy going on here. And a new face for the Sandosaurus O-line. Is that Justin Podnar? Now, Justin Podnar plays for the Team Beach Canada, or the Team Canada Beach team that was having a training camp for the past 3 days. And, you know, quite a tall stature compared to his team there. Let's see what kind of effect he can make on the game and on his team. And we see Cooks going in for the pull here. Nice hammer pull near the back of the end zone, which is nice. And centers to Ponton here. Good movement up the field. A nice up line. And swinging back to the middle and rotated the entire width of the field. And a nice throw by Podnar to Ponton just to open up the field there, using that close side of the camera, close side of the field, just to put it out into space. Now we've got some new Sandosaurus players on the line, as well as the same old Cook players. They do get the job done. They do keep that disc possession alive and healthy, and they play good, wholesome Ultimate. Practical, wholesale, kosher Ultimate Frisbee. Currently on their own end zone line right now. And they get under. We got a streaking player downfield, calling for the disc, and here comes a two-pointer. Up to Doyle. Oh! That's a 2. And Doyle gets up. And that's a 2-pointer. You can just see the shot here. Back to the center of the field on their own end zone line. Air it up. And Doyle comes down with it. And if this is your first time tuning in, as it may be a couple of your first times for the people at home watching the finals, Beach Ultimate is played a little bit differently than regular Ultimate. Stalls R2-6, it is 4-on-4. There's a pull every time. All pulls have to be upside down, so like a hammer or a scuba, maybe even a thumb. We see a couple of those every now and then. And then the most fun rule about Beach Ultimate is that if you shoot a huck from your own end zone into the other team's end zone and you score on that huck, that is worth 2 points instead of 1. Sort of just making sure the game is fun. Making sure that you have a lot of opportunities to make a good comeback here. And the pull goes out of bounds, and Ponton collects and puts it into the middle. We're seeing a lot of nice cutting from the Santosaurus players here. And we keep really making sure they're facilitating with that disc. A little bit of stagnation from the cutters there. And a nice slide and grab by Ponton. Oh, and over the heads of everybody there. And this is the first opportunity for the cooked team to get a break. But, you know, that 2-pointer at the beginning of the game, or last point, was doing good for them because they are actually up 1 point. So, even though they were down a break, they've evened it up. And it just goes up. And that's a 2-pointer again. And not able to come down with it. But that's a great opportunity and a great look to just generate a couple more points. And Ponton's a partner. To Bell. Back to Ponton. And they're really just facilitating that disc movement quite well. Even though the cutters upfield are a little bit stagnant, not getting a lot of movement, they're able to just keep that disc alive and just look for good options. But we don't really want good options. We want to see that. We want to see that disc fly. But into the hands of Bell there. Back into the hands of Ponner, slowly gaining yards up the field, which is good. And now back onto the close sideline here. Back to Ponton, who had an excellent game at CUC's. And a nice 7 cut. Immediately going up line, not getting it, throwing that pump fake, and knowing that disc is going to be around on the next turn. Let's look at that again. Disc in the hands of Ponton, strikes immediately up the line, pump fake, turns, and just knows that inside throw is going to come. That's a good ultimate frisbee. We got Santosaurus with the pull. Into the hands of Doyle. And nice open cuts. Oh, and into space, but no one's there. Now the wind is really picking up here, making the throws a little bit more difficult, but the players on the field are making it look easy. It's working the field with those 2 players there. Able to find, I believe, one of the bells. Oh, and a good OI blade to just sort of generate space. And perhaps they're in, perhaps they're not. I believe not in. And wasn't able to find that open player there. And a hand block. Able to get possession back for their team. We see a lot of chatter coming in from the Santosaurus D-line. Oh! And Doyle winding back the clock. LeBron-esque. LeBron-esque. Not in. Not in called. Oh! And another great grab by Doyle there. A great snag on that hammer, able to wind back the clock, and then just another layout. Just secured that grab. Let's take another look at that one here. Hard cut into space. Throws a little bit low, but doesn't matter. That's good frisbee. Now we got cooked with the pull here after a very nice point. With a couple of tough grabs, but able to come down with them. Back on defense. And they're up 1 point. And Ponton with a 2-pointer. Inbounds. And that's a 2-pointer for Santosaurus. We're really seeing teams utilize that 2-pointer now. Do love to see that. It's a very quick point from Ponton to Podnar here. And the trickshotlive.com staff is asking for a celly. But they are dialed in at this beach tournament here. Now Santosaurus with the pull here, going down to cooked.
4-5.
And colloquially, we're hearing sort of the team names, the young ones versus the old heads. Young ones, obviously, Santosaurus, and old heads, obviously, cooked, but I would like to say more of like veteran play experience, perhaps. And a good layup, but secure the grab. Oh. And a good grab there to just get possession back for Santosaurus. And a good grab by the Santosaurus player here. And they're sort of maintaining possession in front of their end zone, but a little bit of a call here. And a retractment, and just making sure that people at home know that that was not a 2, despite what everyone said on the field. That was a 1-pointer, no good. Now the disco is back. Not sure why. If only the people in front of the camera would move, that would be great. Oh, and an upside down throw. And a great grab. And the wasp is back. And the wasp is back. Great. That is fantastic. And now the score is back to 5-4. After that two-point play went to VAR, and it was retracted. That's right. There are the refs in Ultimate Frisbee, and the refs are the 3 people behind the camera right now. And Santosaurus with the pole again. And let's see if Hooked will make any adjustments. They're playing well. Just a couple errant throws are getting away from them, but... And a big huck going out, but just Oh, wow, it just dips super well. I thought that was going out the back, but dips perfectly into the back line of the end zone, and that's a goal for Cooked, and that's an excellent throw, an excellent play. Let's take a look at that there. Disc is going out. Looks like it's going to sail out the back, and then it's a great grab, and just a couple of good things that happen all at once to generate a point for Cooked.
5-5, 5-5.
And at 5-5, we are approaching half. 2 points does get us to half, and since the team is at 5, they could push it immediately to 7 and take half if they do get a 2-pointer here. And Sandosaurus has been pushing for those 2-pointers all game.
Is this the God line? Is this the best line? Or is it pretty even? 약간 دختره اون یکی بهتره. Yeah.
And the pull goes to about the brick. Center to Pawnar, who takes a couple steps. Back to Ponton here. Oh! And a nice block by Cooked there. In the hands of Lechang. To Nichols. And a quick pop pass. Oh, and that's quick movement there. That is veteran movement. Taking advantage of the quick D. Not a lot of players are recognizing right away, or recognizing a little bit too slow, and they're just able to take advantage of the checks being behind them. Take another look here. Lechang, nice inside throw, and just a very quick pop pass. It takes experience to know that. Knowing that you got a player running and a player streaking, and just able to turn and recognize that the player is going to be there, and just being able to release it right away. And now it's 6-5 for Cooked. And while it did seem like Sandosaurus was going to take the game away from them, Cooked just keeps relying on their experience and able to keep the game tight, and now taking a lead. And let's see if they can push towards half and maybe run away with the game.
I think we get Gamma as well. Yeah, the alternate one person.
A nice pull goes up. And just in bounds to the hands of Ponton here. And to the hands of Podnar. Ponton streaking. And 2 players in the area, and goes to the Sandosaurus player. Just an excellent throw. Just 2 streaking players. As that was 6-6, so next point does take half. There could be a potential 2-pointer to, even push past half, but we've only seen 2 of those. But I'm hoping to see another one again. But consistent ultimate, working those unders. This is the one time I'm looking for that, just to generate that 1 point and to take half nice and easily. Into the hands. Doyle going deep. Velasquez in the area. Oh! And Doyle was playing like a madman. I thought he was going to get that one too, but Velasquez in the area, able to get a hand on it first. And now it looks like every team is going for a 2-pointer now. Oh, and blocked. And that is a goal for Cooked. And Cooked does take half. It is Sandosaurus 6, Cooked 7. Just a good block there. And then Doyle with a quick pickup, able to find his teammate right away and punching it in.
That's what was name.
And the score is Sandosaurus 6, Cooked 7. Now the games are to 13, so there's not that many points left. And the teams have been going for those 2-pointers often, so this is going to be a short game. And the pull goes up by Cooked. And Sandosaurus fields it. Ponton to Podnar. Back to Ponton. To one of the bells. And a little bit of give and goes between Ponton and Podnar. And it breaks open deep. We're seeing a lot of quick movement here. And now they're just knocking on the doorstep of Cooked. Kicking player into the end zone. Just out of the reach. Off the fingertips. Ponton wishes he could have that one back. And now Cooked with another chance to get a break. Cooked is running away with this game now. They have gone on a 3-0 streak. Well, not really running away, but they've gone on a 3-0 streak, and they're taking charge right now. Swing this field to Nichols. Over to the center to the Cooked player, and back to Nichols on the sideline. Looking for a round swing. Finds another shot into the middle. And now Cooked throws out the hammer and just popped away by Podnar. Now Podnar to Ponton. And to Bell. And now Cooked had such a good opportunity at their end zone, and now they're back to playing some defense. There's a little bit of stagnation from the cutters there, but just looking for a nice option. Now this is nice, calm, collected frisbee. Just looking for, once again, an open option. Let's see if they can find one here. And it's a little bit of a blade to the corner. And that's a goal for Ponton there. Score is 7-7, all tied up. Now 6 points to 13, and we have plenty of time to reach there, so let's see what's going to go on for this game. And Sandosaurus with the pull, collected to Doyle.
Get on guard in the red, Raj. Get on your guard. Okay, now stick tight. Stick tight. Stick tight, good. Go, Raj.
And Doyle is going for a little bit of a run inside. Oh! And just like that, they thought they had Doyle under wraps, and then Doyle streaks away. And that's a good shot. See it here. Doyle fixed the throw, a little bit of throw to the opposite side, and then it's just a nice tight window for the inside. But for these players here, their throwing is at the level of they're top players. And one thing, while the athleticism may dip down a bit as they age, throwing honestly only gets better. So those tight inside throws only get more refined with the experience they have and the time they're playing with. And now Cooked is back on the pole, and they have still in the driver's seat while, you know, Sanosaurus is in the rear view gaining yards and gaining speed and catching up. I don't think Cooked is, you know, that worried. And we see a familiar offensive line for Sanosaurus here. And Nichols with the pull and a big hammer pull, or sorry, apologies, a big thumber pull. Coming to that close sideline here. And good poach off by Lechang to stop that first initial play. And lots of movement there by the Sanosaurus players, able to generate quick yards and taking advantage of the lacking defense. And a pick called. Back to the hands of Podner. We see a little bit of stagnant movement here, but let's see if they can punch into that front end zone, springing the disc back to the middle, looking to widen the field, but back to Bell. And a little bit of a quick movement and dish, and we find Bell in the end zone. Let's take a look here at this play. So a couple of dishes, and then able to just find Bell in the end zone really fast, and that's what you get when you just change the angle very slightly, change that point of attack, and all of a sudden those angles that weren't open initially open up with just a couple steps into a different direction there. And then we got Sanosaurus on the pole here. Game's all tied up. Into the hands of Doyle, who's been scoring so much for this Cooked line and this Cooked team. And good scuba to the break side. Nice open throw, and that's visionary. That's good chemistry between the Cooked team on the line there, and was able to just make it easy. Take another look right here. Disc in the hands of Doyle, and it goes back to the center, and then just a little bit of a pop pass to the break side, and that's good frisbee. That's good ultimate. And now Cooked is back on the pull, up 1 point. Right now they're just throwing haymakers at each other. We see a little bit of strategy going on involved right now as well. Teams are taking it a little bit more serious, which, you know, while it is a for-fun tournament, when you're in finals, teams do want to end up winning it. So you are going to see a couple more strategies. You're going to see, you know, some of the same players on, the players who are playing well, keep going on, seeing if they can keep that hot streak. Sort of strategizing and seeing what they can do to stop their key players. Obviously, Sanosaurus, Ponton, Bell, and Podner have been doing a lot of the heavy lifting. And then for this Cooked team, obviously all of them equally carrying the boats, carrying the ships, but Doyle has been doing an excellent job of, you know, making some very insane grabs. They dump it back to Ponton, and they want a two-pointer. And I think everyone on the field knows that too. And they're just not going to let that happen. And this goes up. And secured by the Sanosaurus player there. I believe that is Nickel. Or, yep, no, apologies. I do believe that is Nickel. Let me see the disc go from Ponton to Podner there. Let me see Nickel streaking deep. And it's laying out to secure that grab there. Excellent focus and dialing it in to keep it in bounds. Game's all tied up. Once again, no team is blinking yet. Making sure that they're staying nice and calm on offense and doing their best to cause some havoc on defense. To the hands of the Santosaurus player. And the cutters are getting stifled there. Back to the hands of Doyle. And we're seeing the excellent throwing coming out of here from the Cooked team. She's able to hit anything and everything. And a great layout there by the Santosaurus players. And now, for the first time in a while, this is a turnover. And we have a chance for Santosaurus to punch in a break here and take the lead. And this goes up. Oh, an excellent toe and grab to secure that disc. Wow. I thought that was going to sail over her head, but able to just pull it down. Let's take a replay at that. Let's take another look. First of all, great D to get that disc back for the Santosaurus players. And then disc goes up. And just absolutely towing that line. She was very close. You can't really see it on the stream, but she was very close to the back line, so she couldn't take one step further, so she had to just tow that. And now what was once a game for Cooked to win, now it's their game to lose, and they have to fight back and get a break or at least a two-pointer. Now let's see if Santosaurus can hold on to the lead. Or if Cooked is cooking something up to retake it. And it looks like they are going for that two-pointer. Oh, great throw. Great space. And you definitely can tell that Santosaurus does not want that two-pointer to go up, but in response, all these throws are wide open. And back to Doyle. Oh. Just out of the hands of the Cooked player, and now back to Santosaurus, and we can hear the Santosaurus team yelling, they want the two, but they're working it up extremely well. And back to the hands of Centeno here, I believe. Let's see if Santosaurus can punch in this break. Oh! And just a misclapped catch and just wasn't able to get it there. Oh, wow, and that's a beautiful throw. Half pivot to the backhand, wasn't there. Take a step on that inside and just rip a hard inside flick. That's just ungettable by the defense and only for the offense here. And the game is all tied up again. Now Cooked do have an opportunity to take the lead here, and their time is running out. There's around 3 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock. But game to 13 and a two-pointer does immediately close that gap and make it a lot harder. So let's see what they can do here. The pull goes up and disc to Podnar. They are going for that two-pointer to the acknowledgement of everyone on the beach. But nope, they're going back for the one and just making sure it's wide open here. And it just goes up, bell to Ponton. Not quite in bounds. And let's see if they can fight for that front cone. And there it goes, Santosaurus with another one-pointer. The score is 11-10. Now the tensions are kind of high in this beach here. Everyone's a little bit more serious now. But you know, that's a good ultimate. At the end of the day, good ultimate is going to be a little bit serious. It's going to be a little bit tense. And let's see if Cooked can figure something out to retake this lead. There's many ways to retake the lead, which is what I love about Beached Ultimate, is they can get a 2-pointer, or they can get a break, and just a lot of things they can do here. And we just got 2 random Samaritans here just crossing the field. Ah, there we go. They're showing a little hustle. And the pool goes about half field here, and let's see what Cooked can do. Oh, and a good shimmy and a great grab. Let's take another look at that. That was a great, just one pass score. Couple steps under.
Yeah, replays that.
Beats the check and just streaks downfield, and an excellent throw into space, and that's a goal. 11-11, potentially game point, or could go up just 1, and the next point could be game point then. Now, definitely both teams are wary of the 2-pointer, knowing that they could lose the game very quick, so teams are going to be playing a bit differently here. They're going to let the first couple passes go free, just so they can get into the midfield, just to erase the opportunity of potentially having a 2-pointer. And the disc goes up, and Sandosaurus with the pull. They are in 2-point range, 2-point territory. And they are now out of it. Now they're going for the 1-pointer. Back to Bell, and back to Podnar. Lots of disc movement here, just giving possession, knowing that if they do turn this disc over, it's not going to be very good. Now Podnar into the front cone. To Bell, that is 12-11. Game point here for Sandosaurus if they do get a break. Or will Cooked go for the 2-pointer and end it quick? Let's see what goes on. Whatever happens this point, this could be the end. There's a minimum of 2 points left for this game here. Let's see what's going to happen here. Oh, we see a couple different players here for Cooked. I wonder if they're cooking anything special or they're just saving their legs for the next point here. Is this a potential 2-point play opportunity? Or are they going to play conservative and go for the next point? The pull's up, just short of the 2-point line, and let's see if they... Looks like they are going, and now they're fighting through. Now, I don't want to say anything, but these youngins still got a couple legs under them, and they're getting beat. And now we're at Universe Point for Life's a Beach finals here. Exciting. Let's see what's going to go on here. So let's get a little bit of an update on the environment here. It is a right to left wind. So Sandosaurus, who is on the right wearing the white, will be going downwind. And Cooked is going to be going a little bit upwind in the colored jerseys here. Let's see how they're going to play this game. They don't have to worry about the two-pointer because no matter what, they just have to prevent them from scoring. So forcing any turn necessary and then trying to convert that into a score for a break and to win the tournament. And there's strategy talk going on over here. Let's see what goes on. Exciting. And Potter asking, is this a timeout? Which, you know, we did see a timeout earlier in the day, so it could very well be. It could very well be. And a big hammer pull. Just out of bounds. So they'll bring it to the brick, and let's see how they play this game. Or see how they play this point. Just gonna hands a Ponton. We see that Doyle on Potter matchup, and Potter goes under. Oh no. It just goes up. Oh, and they are calling out of bounds. And that is it. Sandosaurus wins Life of Beach. We did it. We did it. Congratulations to Sandosaurus, who win Life's a Beach 2025 at Spanish Banks in Vancouver. What a great day to play Ultimate Frisbee. Not too sunny, not too windy, and just awesome environment all around. You got the ocean in the background and the mountains there as well. And for some people, this may be their last, tournament as a quote-unquote junior before they head to college. And what a great way to end it off. Now, this has been the Life's a Beach tournament presented by Vancouver Ultimate. Find Ultimate programs for all ages and skill levels across Metro Vancouver at VUL.ca. Vancouver Ultimate would also like to thank their preferred apparel provider, VC Ultimate, as well as London Pub, East Van Brewing, Friction Gloves, and the team that makes this broadcast happen. Now, this has been a great tournament by the TrickShotLive.com team, who've been providing awesome streams all summer long. And that is the end of the tournament. Big thanks from myself, Shahan, and Shahab. And we will see you all when we see you.